Glory and praise to our Lord Lucifer. Satanic spirituality is not darkness, it is lucidity. You know this, it goes beyond myth and fear. It is a path of liberation for the soul, where you become your own center. You worship not out of obligation, but out of connection. And in that connection, Satan represents strength, freedom, power. The reflection of your will awakens. You don't follow empty dogmas, you awaken symbols. In satanic spirituality, Satan is not evil, but the archetype of conscious rebellion. He is the fire that questions, the spirit that refuses to submit. Therefore, you look to him not with fear, but with profound respect. He represents what you are capable of facing. The first method of expression is ritual worship. In it, you symbolically surrender yourself to that energy. You do this through altars, words, gestures. Every act is an affirmation of power. You can use traditional rituals or create your own. Because on this path, the personal is sacred. When you approach Satan in ritual, you are not seeking blind worship. You are seeking contact, guidance, strength. He doesn't demand submission, he demands truth. And you, in your temple, encounter that fire that asks no permission. Because ritual is not an empty form, it is a channel of living connection. Creating your own ritual is an expression of spiritual freedom. There are no mandatory formulas. There is intention, will, and presence. You decide how to ignite that flame. You can use black candles, dense incense, ancient seals, or simply your voice. The important thing is that you feel its real presence. You don't need a physical temple. Your body is the altar, your mind is the portal. When you enter the ritual, you cross the threshold. And there, Satan is not a name, it's a force. The force that breaks mental chains. And you call upon it with respect, with power, with determination. The second method is prayer or meditation. But not in the common religious sense. Here, you don't ask, you connect. In silence, in focus, you feel Satan's energy within and without you. You align yourself with its essence and awaken your personal vision of it. Prayer is not submission, it is attunement. It is directing your consciousness toward a presence. You do this from within, not from what you have learned. Every word is yours, born of your experience. And when you talk to him, you're not looking for forgiveness, you're looking for inner power. In meditation, you become a mirror of the fire. You visualize, breathe, feel. Satan doesn't impose images on you, you mold him in your soul. He can be a shadow, a red light, a snake, a god, a reflection. What matters is what he means to you. There is no mistake. In those moments of connection, you recognize his power as yours. It's not outside, it's within. And the more you cleanse yourself of fear and dogma, the clearer the communication becomes. You don't call on him to act for you, you call on him to remind yourself of what you are made of. The third method is through occult means. Such as divination, ritual magic, ceremonial magic. Here, you use tools to explore your connection with Satan. You don't seek the future, you seek understanding. Because true vision is born from self-knowledge. You can use cards, mirrors, fire, pendulums, symbols. Every object is a mirror. You project your connection to the profound into them. Satan responds to you through symbols, not with words, but with vibrations. And you learn to read them with an open soul. In ceremonial magic, you become a creator. You don't invoke random entities, but rather you awaken archetypal energies. Satan presents himself in signs, in sounds, in silences. You are a channel, an executor, a messenger. And this triple function strengthens you. Satanic spirituality is not a passive religion. It's an active path. You don't wait to be saved, you forge yourself. And occult means are sacred tools for that path. Through them, you discover truths that were hidden even from yourself. Divination is not a game, it's revelation. You don't seek external certainties, but internal mirrors. Satan doesn't tell you what to do, he shows you who you are. And you decide if you are ready to look at yourself without masks. Because on this path, there are no disguises. You can work with grimoires, but you can also create your own. Your experience is valid, your vision is powerful. You don't need permission to explore. Spiritual Satanism empowers you, it doesn't limit you. And you feel that in every reading, every ritual, every magical act. These three methods are not separate paths. They are branches of the same tree. You can combine them, rotate them, choose according to the moment. You are the architect of your practice. Satan doesn't demand dogma, but authenticity. And you decide how to express it. On this path, guilt disappears. Because there is no sin, only learning. You stop living in the shadow of punishment. You begin to live in the light of knowledge. And Satan, as a symbol, reminds you that you are your own law. Satanic spirituality doesn't give you excuses, it gives you responsibility. You can't blame anyone, not even him. Because here, everything is born from your will. And that is the purest essence of spiritual power. You decide, you create, you confront. In your rituals, you can use blood, fire, symbols. But the most important thing is your intention. There is no magic without sincere energy. And when you truly surrender, you feel him respond. Not as a master, but as a reflection. Satan doesn't come with chains, but with swords. He doesn't come to subdue you, but to test you. He awakens your inner fire so that you may master it. Because those who do not master their darkness cannot sustain their light. And you are already understanding this. Don't be afraid to explore. Don't be afraid to think differently. This path is not for the weak, nor for the comfortable. It's for those who dare to break with the established. And you, if you're here, it's because you've already begun to break away from the herd. You may encounter resistance outside. But within you, there is enough strength. Satan doesn't promise you peace, he offers you truth. And you choose whether you are ready to carry that torch. Because shining a light requires courage. And you have it. Satanic symbols are not threats, they are keys. The pentagram, the seal of Lucifer, the serpent, the flame, they all point to the same thing, the awakening of personal power. You wear them not as an ornament, but as an affirmation of your essence. This path is not one of eternal shadows, but of eternal fire. And you, each time you invoke it, find yourself stronger. It is not blind worship, it is direct contact. Satan doesn't want slaves, he wants warriors. And you are forging yourself as one. When you meditate with his presence, you become organized. Your thoughts align, your will is affirmed. You feel you can break any chain. Because you are touching the root of power. Not the power that destroys, but the power that transforms. You can share this path or live it in secret. It doesn't matter. The important thing is that it's true. You don't need to convince anyone. You just need to be consistent with yourself. And Satan, as a symbol of independence, honors that decision. This spirituality isn't based on immutable sacred books. It's based on your direct experience. You are the one who writes your own Bible, who creates your own liturgy. And in every word you speak, there is real power. So keep exploring, ritualizing, meditating, practicing. Satan watches you, not as a judge, but as a mirror. He tests you, challenges you, guides you. And you move forward, increasingly aware, more awake, more in control of yourself. Satanic spirituality is not about evil, but about purposeful power. It is a fire that doesn't consume, it transforms. It is a darkness that doesn't destroy, it reveals. And you, as you walk this path, leave fear behind, and embrace your truth. Thank you, brothers and sisters in Lucifer. If you are not yet subscribed to this channel Temple of Lucifer Light and Mystery, subscribe and share on your social networks, because every video you share will not be in vain but Lucifer will reward you.